I would first and foremostly like to congratulate TCAT on posting at the airport. I think that was slightly out of his comfort zone, and I applaud him. Although he might have just been bored and was like, hey, I'll post a video, which, I think is kind of what we all do. But he kind of keeps the channel alive. I don't think anybody else realizes it except me that channel is dying. It's dying. A slow and painful death. What started out as me just talking to my brother has turned into, the fives of us, LBP included, and I don't think our communication is at the level it should be, which is fine, because it is a little bit creepy and weird, as I've been told by multiple people. In regards to that, Amy is out. She checked out a couple of postings and thought it was just a little too weird, and that she was not comfortable putting information freely onto the internet. If that's her take, we don't want her anyhow, But I do have a new prospect in mind, also starting with an A, also named Angie, though. Not Nick and I's stepsister, Angie. She hasn't posted yet. I've given her the credentials. I'm like flinging this shit out right and left, and nobody's doing it. I'm going to stop with her. I promise. In regards to Lindsay, though, I think that's fine. We do need a blonde. So, she makes the most sense. Angie M is also a blonde, but she's also a little ditzy, so. Kind of like Lindsay. Oh my god, that could be a fun encounter. Oh, actually, Nick, you probably remember from when you were in town for Dad's birthday. Angie and her fiance were at the bar, so. Alright. What else do we have here? In regards to fashion, Angie M and Angie H, I don't have a true identity in fashion. So to me, a turtleneck always looks good because it covers the Adam's apple. So that's kind of why I like winter, but I only have one turtleneck in my closet. That's a lie. I have 3. Yeah, I don't know how to accessorize myself. I don't know how to dress myself. And yet, Nick, you always look so fucking put together. And it makes me a little jealous. So where is it that you get your sass and savvy? And where do you go shopping? And is it TJ Maxx? Which isn't really all that affordable. Although the commercials state that it is. Fashionista my ass. I just briefly wanted to discuss why I'm still in my work clothes, my work costume, on a Friday night. I was invited to go to a costume party by a new gentleman caller, and it was to be at his brother's house. But I do not know new gentleman caller well enough, and the costumes that I had prepared are a little bit offensive. Hang on 1 second. Okay, just wanted to make sure this was still recording. They're a little offensive, and I don't think that's the most appropriate way to introduce yourself into a family setting. Although he himself, and this is kind of why I'm digging it, was a year older than me, weird. Last weekend at a family bonfire, he got very, very drunk and was very, very inappropriate at the family bonfire. And so he thinks he needs to redeem himself this week by behaving. And I said no thanks to that. However, afterwards, and probably will still happen, we're supposed to go to the midnight showing of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which I have never been to, and I think could be entertaining. I've never seen the movie, but I understand that people dress up and get all crazy and shit. So, Yeah, maybe. I might do that. However, what's more than likely going to happen, and this is posing a question to the entire group. The ex-boyfriend is in town. The ex-boyfriend who has caused me massive depression for the last 6 months texted me on Tuesday night at about 11:30, and I was already in bed, and he said, "So, what are you doing on Thursday and Friday?" So I didn't get until the next day, and so at 5:30, 5:45 in the morning when I get up, I was like, "Don't know yet. Why do you ask?" So that was on Wednesday morning before 6 o'clock in the morning. He responded, actually while I was on the phone with new gentleman caller at 8 o'clock last night. Definitely a reason why it's been easier to get over him. Because if it takes a 38-hour response time to a text, it's a little too long. He said, because I'm in town, of course. But the fact that I know he's in town, I'm like, part of me just wants to go out with him. But the other part of me says no, because I have erased his phone number. I've erased all of his texts. Like any kind of emails, contact that I could possibly give to him. And the only reason I knew it was him is because I recognized the phone number last night. And then I deleted that immediately and did not respond. Let me know. Group, what do you do when your heart, it's the first time I've ever been dumped and that my heart is actually broken. And Nick will maybe attest to this, that it was the first person I actually considered getting married to. Angie and Aaron, there's something for you to discuss. The first person I actually considered getting married to at 34 years of, I was 33 at the time, dumped me. For a bullshit reason I can discuss later. Now, I'll try to wrap this up real quick because I know we're all getting bored with me and me and me already. And, oh, Pibby is down on the floor now. So, fucky sucky contractor, whatever, I pissed him off right before he gave me the final bill, which is then so far inflated from what I was expecting. No, he didn't piss me off. I actually probably pissed him off. And then I had to pay extra money that I was not expecting to. So, now, I am kind of in the poorhouse, which I get by. I get by. But now, instead of the list of things to discuss on the channel, I'm going to read you my actual factual wish list. Now that it is the season of giving, if anybody wants to donate to the Erica, Pippi, Scooty, Stella, Bernie Society, this is what we're asking for this Christmas, or the next time I get paid. I would like some Q-tips, some eye drops, some cat litter, toilet paper, paper towels, and trash bags. The latter of the three I've been stealing from work, but they are not to the standard of quality that I prefer.